Hey future people, it's Phonix and I am very excited about getting default for 13 finally. It's like the second stage of my quest. It's like, fuck, what was the first one? Can we go somewhere where there's more women? There might be women in here. I guess Ed is gone. Is that it? Yes. Just gonna check over here. The Holy 13, I have returned to you. The incubating womb of our people. The 223 rifle modified and cut down to a pistol. This is a one-of-kind firearm, obviously made with love and skill. Minimum strength 5. Wait, but I have 2 of them. The Heckler and Koch P90C, it was just coming into use at the time of the war. The weapon's bullpup layout and compact design make it easy to control. The P90C is prized for its reliability and high firepower in a ruggedly compact package. You only need 4 strength. The DKS 501 sniper rifle, excellent long-range projectile weapon. Originally 308, this one is chambered in the more common 223 caliber. Probably because they had to cut ammo types. Like the 9mm that was in one of these weapons. I think it was this one. Oh gosh, this anticipation. I guess I have to interact with this. They've given me the holy Pip-Boy of our people. Sulik, you ruined the drama by going first. But whatever. This is where it all started, eh? Yep, this is where the Vault Dweller came from. Ooh, a locker. Nothing in it. I guess it makes sense. Do not fear me, human. I do not intend to harm you. I am Gruthar, leader of the Deathclaw Pack. Why have you come here? I was a little surprised. I knew this was coming too because I did it already. All of these reasons things I want to say. How's it possible for a Deathclaw can talk and so well? Forgive me, I do not mean to be rude, but I do not see that is relevant to our conversation. I can speak your tongue. I've read your written word. What needs to be said? I see. Let's talk about it later. I want to know what happened to the people who once lived here. They are gone, human. We did not kill them and take their home. It is not our way to kill. I understand that you may not believe me, but I hope that you will not judge me by my actions towards you, not out of fear or prejudice. You seem to be an honorable being, Gruthar. Why have you come here? I'm looking for something called a GECK. I was told I could find one here. A GECK. It is not a small lizard. Is that not a small lizard? No, wait. That is a gecko. I am sorry. I do not know what a GECK is, nor where it can be found. That small lizard comment was really funny. Is that a relative of yours? I'm not going to say that. Will you let me in to look for it? To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what it is myself. Would it be alright with you if I looked for it? I am sorry, but I knew it allowed just anyone to wander these halls. I am responsible for the safety of all who live here. I must exercise caution. However, I will look for the skek, and if I find it, I will let you know. Okay, I understand, Gruthar. I respect you for privacy. I understand your concern. You don't know me well enough to trust me. What if I could help you somehow, and in return, you want me to look around? I think I'll say that. Look, it's not like you own the place. Maybe I'll look around whether you like it or not. I'll say the last one, though. I understand your concern. You don't know me well enough. What if I help you out and you let me look around? Gruthar stares at you intently for a moment. You would be interested in helping us? Yes, I sense a little evil in you. Very well, I shall place my trust in you.
Prove yourself.
There are many machines here, machines built by humans. Deathclaw hands cannot use these machines. However, there's one machine that understands questions. I ask it to run the other machines, and it obeys. This machine no longer listens. It will no longer run the other machines. We are running out of food and water. I have ordered raids on human land so that we may survive. I am not proud of this, and I would put an end to it. If you repair this machine, I will be able to feed my people once again. I will gladly stop these raids. Will you agree to this? Sounds like the voice recognition module has gone bad on you. Let's take a look. Thank you. The machine is in the Vault Control Center on the 3rd level. If you can repair it, please do so. I am placing my trust in you. Please do not betray it. You are welcome here. There really is one born every minute. I won't you down, Grithor. You have my word on that. Oh, now he did a little growl at me. There's another one. And there's a human. Gonna be like, don't you know you're living among death claws? It's like, I didn't notice. It's like, no, of course you do that. Hello, I'm Joseph the Herbalist. What can I help you with? I want to ask you some questions. What would you like to know? Can you leave here if you want? Yes, I can, and often do. I have to collect my herbs from time to time, and I've never been stopped. I used to wonder if the Deathclaws were secretly following me, or whether or not they would stop me if I tried to leave. So one day I put that theory to the test. Traveled to another town and stayed there for a week or so before returning. When I got back, I was warmly welcomed. Gruthar, the pack leader, came to me privately and personally thanked me for coming back. No, I am definitely here because I want to be. Okay. Yeah, basically. Alright, first one. You took a foolish chat. Nah, God, it's just... Whatever, okay. If he likes it here. What can you tell me about the Deathclaws? Well, let's see. Deathclaws appear to be mutated Jackson's chameleon, the horned variety. There's a lot of similarities still present, but even on an even greater number of differences, the mutation factor is quite high. This species is highly intelligent, about the equivalent of an 8-year-old, with some individuals reaching human normal level. Their learning capacity is very high, and they are capable of abstract thought and reasoning. Although they do not have vocal cords, Deathclaws seem to mimic human speech much the same as a parrot does. I have yet to discover the exact mechanism behind this, so I'm unable to say more at the time. Socially, they are pack animals with a very rigid code of ethics. They are led by an alpha male who rules with the mutual consent of the pack. They appear to be extremely loyal to the pack as a whole, treating it as a family unit rather than individual families as humans do. Their sense of right and wrong is very well defined. They do have a code of ethics that is enforced by the pack as a whole. Violence is never used as a solution to a problem among the pack as far as I can see. There have been no capital crimes committed here, so I can't say how these are handled. That's about all I can think of for now. Hope this helps you. That sounded like a Wikipedia entry, writers. Wow, I'm impressed with your knowledge. What would you like to know? How did you come to be here in the first place? I was gathering some herbs at night and I heard a voice calling to me out in the darkness. I have been watching you, it said. I know that you are a healer. Are you dedicated to your art enough to heal someone foreign to you? Someone who would consider an enemy? An enemy? I answered that I respected all life and would do the best to heal the injured, regardless of who or what they were. I thought it was some kind of thief or raider who had gotten himself hurt and needed a doctor. You can't begin to imagine my surprise when a couple of Deathclaws stepped out of the night with an injured companion. Somebody had shot him real good. Couldn't tell. I told him I couldn't work on him where we were, so they blindfolded me and brought me here. I've been here from that day forward. Truly dedicated man who deserves recognition. There we go. I decided to lay it on. That's all I need for information. Thank you for helping me. Forgive, I no speak well. I try talk you. Who are you? I Theern. Who you? It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Phoenix II. You want what? What are you doing here? I guard hall. Safety of pack goal. What are you guarding the hall against? Intruder, human, deathclaw, whatever. Pack threatened, I attack. I see. You want what? Well, just passing the time. Yeah, I guess that they wanted to have an example of, I'll go repair first. And take the GECK. Greetings, human. Hello, who are you? I am called Valdis. And you are? Glad to meet you. I'm Phoenix II. How may I serve you? No offense to your fellow Deathclaws, but you sound more educated, shall we say. Yes, we are quite diverse in our levels of education. I am doing my best to continue mine in my spare time. It's an excellent goal. Keep it up. How may I serve you? What's your job? I'm currently guarding the area of the vault against any unauthorized personnel. Okay, I see. Am I allowed to go past? It watches you with strangely intelligent eyes. Phone looks near death because I'm surrounded by Deathclaws. Okay, I'm guessing he got the message that I'm allowed to come down here to try to fix. I think this is the thing that has a voice module, or maybe I'm wrong. Does the red light mean locked? I don't think so. Okay, you expanded the computer terminal but cannot find anything obviously wrong with it. Hit it in that special way. Kick it in that special spot. Run the diagnostic program. Open it and look inside. You are certain that the system should have been set to a diagnostic routine of You are certain that the system should have a set of diagnostic routines available. However, the keyboard input seems to have been disabled. The unit accepts voice commands only. What do you do? The only thing left to do is to look inside. Peering into the massive cables and circuit boards, you find that the system has been deliberately sabotaged. One of the circuit boards, a voice figure recognition module, is beyond repair and must be replaced. Now all you need to do is find a replacement module. End. You should be glad I'm with you to point out all your stupid mistakes. Yeah, thanks, Myron. Oh, I forgot I put the voice recognition module away. So this is Vault 13 now. I mean, Sentient Deathclaws is not what I would have expected the first time I came here. Can't believe it. I'm basically like in the home stretch of this game. It's very exciting. I need to just figure out how much, or not figure out, like, look up how much of the stats I will need in order to do the other companion quest. YK2442B Pulse Rifle. What do I need to do? I also need to take out the voice recognition module, which looks like a weird, like microphone kind of thing. Here it is. Computer voice module, it's called. Okay. Put these in here before. Give these to Marcus. Marcus likes to throw those. I have Marcus a sex doll. Note from Francis. It's a very, very incriminating note from Francis. Okay, whatever, I guess. I guess I don't have any armor. Okay, well now I have a voice recognition module, so I can do it. And then I want to do the Sierra Army Depot. But first I just need to quickly just look how much repair and what was the other one? Science I need. So I'm gonna go repair it, then I'm gonna look around for the GECK. Because I know it's here. I know it. It's probably in there. Almost everything's importance in either this room or this room. Most of the time in vaults. Hey, who's that guy? Oh, hello there. I'm Jim or Jimmy. What you up to? Um, Hi Jim. I'm phoning a second. Can I ask you some questions? What would you like to know? Are you here in the vault because you want to be? Oh yeah, I've liked it ever since I stumbled upon the place. I don't really ever want to leave. I've always intended to be a loner and don't much care for people. No offense intended. None taken. What's all this machinery for? This is a mainframe computer system and related support devices. From here, all functions of the vault are remotely controlled. I see. What do you think about the death claws? Well, in some ways, I admire them for what they are and what they are trying to become. In other ways, they scare the hell out of me. I just don't know how I'll ever get used to the fact that they are just as smart as I am. Well, some of them are that smart. Do you think they're a threat to human society? Oh, absolutely. They are far superior to us physically, and are equals mentally. That makes them a pretty big threat. However, it all comes down to morals and ethics in the end. Fortunately, they seem to be ethically and morally well developed. Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, what would you like to know? Uh, isn't this a Vault Overseer room? Normally, the old Vault Overseer would be stationed here, but Vault 13 has been fully automated. Why? I mean, isn't that unusual? I don't know the full story, but at one point in the Vault's history, there was a rebellion. The Overseer was either killed or overthrown. I'm not sure which. Anyway, the leaders of the revolution didn't want to entrust the fate of the people to another Overseer, so they installed this mainframe. The records say that it was purchased from, what was that name? I remember, the Brotherhood of Steel? Can you tell me anything about this Brotherhood? No, I'm sorry, but I don't have any information on them. This has all happened ages ago, and I've never found any reference to them other than this one. However, it's my understanding that the Brotherhood was a military outfit, and there are some ruins of what appears to be a military base west of here. That may be what's left of them. Oh, the Mariposa military base. I forgot. It's actually pretty close to Vault 13. Well, not that close. Can we ask him other things, then? What would you like to know? What do you do here? Well, we're having some computer problems, and I'm looking into it. Unfortunately, my forte is software, not hardware. What's the problem? The voice interface to the mainframe has failed, so Gruthar can't give the system instructions for running the vault. The food and water processors have already shut down. Power systems could be next. Why not just give it a keyboard input? Well, you see, that's a weird part. The system refuses to accept keyboard input. I'm at a loss to what to do at this point. Mind if I take a look at it? You can't make matters any worse than they already are. Go right ahead. Alright, but I need to ask you a couple of questions first. I don't want to ask him about the module, because I already have it. This is my glory. Alrighty then. So the module in the terminal system is prepared. It didn't even give me an option to, like, not do it. No, my autonomy is taken away. Thanks, Myron, for being around to point out my stupid mistakes. It's very helpful of you. Now I want to go and talk to everybody. Oh no, it's locked. Whatever will I do? The first thing I learned to do in this game was pick locks. Nice, I've got a water chip. Mr. Night Eyes.
Yeah, what? Can't you see I'm thinking here?
Oh, I see that you're thinking, Myron. I get to sleep. Think about the implications. Now we can do it. Yay, he's not covered armor. Now we match. We're twinsies.
What do you want?
Holy shit, he's got like a big stash of ammo on him.
Yeah. What?
Oh, here, let me just look at what he's got equipped. Uh-oh. He's overburdened.
What do you want?
It's Myron, baby.
Find the GECK.
There we go. Find the GECK. Completed. I didn't realize I'd failed that time. Do-do-do-do. Avcom parts. I'll take them. They seem like they're useful. Oh, there's some humans staying here. I mean, I've already seen two. It probably helps to have them around. Okay, time to talk to people. Hello, I'm Ariel. Don't think I've seen you here before. Who are you? Hello, Ariel. My name is one extra space for some reason. Phoenix a second. Yes, I'm new here. Pleasure to meet you. What can I help you with? Can't possibly be any help to me. Goodbye. And then there's, I'd like to ask some questions. And then there's, sorry to interlude on your solitude, but could you answer some questions? I'll say that one. All right. You treated all right by the Death Claws? Yeah, they provide me with food, water, shelter, and protection. I feel very safe here. That's more than I could ask for. All right, I'd like to ask you some more. Oh, great. Was a wizard lover. What the hell does that even mean? Tell me, Ariel, why are you so sad? My husband recently died. I miss him, and I'm having problems adjusting, that's all. Sorry to hear that. How did it happen? Is what my character said for some reason. My husband and I were traveling with a caravan on its way to New California Republic. We wanted to start a new life for ourselves and our daughter, Sandy. Unfortunately, the caravan was attacked by raiders one night. They were incredibly brutal. They killed everyone. Men, women, and children. Rand, my husband, died defending Sandy and me. Oh, we were to die next when a miracle occurred. I was holding Sandy behind me, trying to get her from the monster that had shot Rand. He stood next to my husband's body and laughed at me as he aimed his gun at my head. Suddenly, a huge claw came out of the darkness, grabbed him from behind, and, well, thank goodness that Sandy didn't see what happened next. Anyway, the raiders were being wiped out by this group of death claws. The one that saved me and Sandy stood near us and talked to me. He kept reassuring me that I was safe and that he was sorry that he couldn't have gotten there sooner to help us. Afterwards, the death claws brought us here. Wow, what a story. What do you want to know? Would you like to leave the vault? I've considered it, but I would have to say no. I feel safer here than anywhere else I've ever lived. I do get lonely for the company of other people like myself, but hopefully others will come to live with us in the future and satisfy that need. Very helpful, but... Alright, I guess I can go now. I must trouble you for more. I was going to say, oh, person. No, but it's not a person. It's Myron. He's not human. There should be some friendly friends around. Hello, human. Sorry to bother you, but who are you? I, Dar, warrior. Hello, I'm Phoenix II, Dar. What you want? Please don't take offense, but how educated are you? What is your job at the vault? Dar, guard hall and keep peace, nothing more. Nothing new here. I guess I'll be going. What are you doing? I'm guarding the hall. Okay, thank you. I mean, it is true. That is what they're doing. Welcome, traveler. I am called Gordon. I am the shrine keeper. What can I help you with? It's a pleasure to meet you, Gordon. I'm Phoenix II. Can I ask you some questions? Certainly you may. Who's this shrine dedicated to? The shrine is dedicated to the unrenowned hero, only known as the Vault Dweller. He or she was a savior to all who lived here several decades ago. We do not know what became of our savior, but he or she lives on in our hearts. He or she lives on in our mind and hearts. What a joke! A shrine to someone you can't even remember? You are a rude and verbally abusive individual. Perhaps if you thought the gods were friendly to us, you would curb your tongue. Okay. My apologies to you, Gordon. Please forgive my outburst. What would you like to know? What can you tell me about the Death Claws? I've lived here with the Death Claws for several months now. They seem to be honorable and forthright in their dealings with me and the other humans who live here. Trust them, and in time, I think you will as well. I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt for now. What do you like to know? How long have you been here? I've lived here all my life this fall. I have been a shrine keeper for most of these years. Then you were here when the Death Claws took over? No, my friend, I was not. I left a few months ago to visit the statue of the Vault Dweller erected in the central corridor of the NCR, New California Republic, east of here. When I returned to the vault, I found the Death Claws were already here. Needless to say, I was in shock. However, I was convinced that they were not responsible for what happened to my fellow citizens. If by chance you want more information on this matter, you can seek out Goris in the library. I'll keep this in mind. Why do you stay here? My place is here at the shrine. I will not leave it willingly. We're either dedicated or a dumbass. I vote for dumbass. Your dedication is admirable. Or admirable. What do you like to know? Thanks, Gordon. Goodbye. So there are some women here, at least, for Myron. Oh no. A tall, slender man. At least I'm less near death than I thought. Is there something I can help you with, stranger? Yes, I'd like to ask you some questions. What do you want? Who are you? My name is Matt. What does it matter? Not really. What do you want? Are you a prisoner here? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I stumbled upon this place and got myself captured by the Death Claws. They gave me freedom of movement within the lower levels of Vault, but I can't go to level 1 where the exit is. Why? Because unlike the rest of the sheep who live here, I recognize them as a threat to humanity. They know if I get out of here, I will see to it that they are wiped off the face of the earth. Look, they can think for themselves, they can learn, they can read, and even write if they dip a claw in ink. They are fast, tough, receptive, and deadly. If their numbers grow large enough, they will be the greatest threat that the human race could ever face. Think about it. I realize that they're a potential threat, but I trust them. Alright, you're a fool to trust them. If you change your mind, come back to me and get me. Okay, so this guy is a prisoner. But they're civil enough to not just, like, kill him. Oh, hey, I didn't see you standing there. That's okay, we all space out of time. Say, you look rather down. May I ask why? I was born too much premature. When I was 1, I was dropped on the porch. When I was 2, I had pneumonia. When I was 3, I got the chicken pox. When I was 4, I fell down the stairs and broke 6 ribs. When I was 5, my uncle was decapitated by a watermelon. When I was 6, my parents hit me in the head with a shovel. When I was 7, I lost my right index finger to my pet rat. When I was 8, my dog Spike got hit by a tractor. When I was 9, my mother lost her arm to a rabid Brahmin. When I was 10, at least that one didn't happen to him, my sister was torn to bits by a pack of dogs. When I was 11, my grandfather killed himself because I was ugly. When I was 12, my grandmother killed herself because I was ugly. When I was 13, my father poked out his eye with a pitchfork in a drunken stupor. When I was 14, my brother lost his hands to a wallaby. When I was 15, my aunt choked to death on a chicken bone. When I was 16, I lost my cousin to a badger. When I was 17, I cut off my left toe with the hoe. When I was 18, my father lost his right leg to the same tractor that killed my dog. When I was 19... Okay, I got the picture. What's currently bothering you? Well, there I was, traveling through the desert, when suddenly my Brahmin falls over dead. And then I realized I was low on water and hadn't had a drink in quite a while. Later, my bones began to ache, and my head started to hurt, and my bowels became loose, and I got a rash that just wouldn't go away. It was time to sit down and die. Well, there I was, sitting in the desert, waiting for the world to swallow my miserable existence when a pack of death claws shows up. So I'm thinking to myself, this is it. This is how I die. I wind up as a pile of death claw shit in the middle of the desert. But no, fate had yet another cruel card to play against me. You see, the Death Claws didn't kill me. Instead, they gave me water, brought me here, gave me this room, gave me food, cleaned me up, and now they won't let me leave. I know they're fattening me up for some unknown horrible fate. I keep telling them that I would probably taste better if I was leaner, but it does no good. They just smile, if you can call it that, and pat me on the head and say, "Don't worry, human. Things will get better." Ha! We both know what that means. Anyway, it's to make matters worse first, or sorry, to make matters worse, then they started giving me some sort of medication. It's making me gassy, so I stopped taking it. And it's a good thing I did. I think it was some sort of mind control pill because I started to feel like things weren't actually as bad as I thought. Anyway, that's about it. I'm about just waiting for the dinner bell to chime so they can feast on my bloated body. Please tell me you don't have any children. Nope, just turned 22 with this strange fungus starting to grow on my test. Stop, I don't want to know. Okay. So that guy was just some humorous dialogue they shoehorned in. Most of these rooms seem to be occupied by humans. I guess this one's not. I don't even know how many Deathclaws could even, like, breed and occupy this vault. I mean, I guess I could, like, quadruple up in these rooms or whatever. I don't know how Deathclaws naturally, like, hibernate in the wild. I think they can be close together. They'll keep each other warm or whatever. They're lizards, so they'd be, like, cold-blooded. So they wouldn't even need to be warm. But it does, I think it does help them be warm. They like to lay on hot rocks. Breaking rocks in the hot sun. Apparently, they only had time for 2 prisoners. Okay, well, now just to the library. I guess, I think that's what this is. Like the... Well, there's 2, actually. One of them's the library, I guess. Is it this one? The other one's like the data room or something. Well, I'll be. How are you doing, Phoenix? Second, I hope everything worked out for you at the squat. Dahlia, thanks to you, things worked out great. Well, hey, I'm glad to hear that. It was my pleasure to do what I could for you. So, what can I help you with? I have some questions for you. What do you want to know? Are you a prisoner here? No, I'm not. I'm here of my own free will, and I like it. I think this would be a safe place for me to stay for a while. All right. What can you tell me about the Death Claws? I don't know any more about them than you do, I guess. I'm still trying to get used to them talking to me instead of tearing my head off and using it for a golf ball. It's scary, you know? Yeah, it is in a lot of ways. How did you come to be here? After I left the squad, I didn't know what to do with myself, so I was figuring to just drift to another town and get another hired gun job. So I was wandering the desert trying to decide exactly where I should go. Then one day I was looking for a good place to camp. It was getting late and I didn't want to go out in the open after dark. Off in the distance a ways, thought I saw a campfire, so I decided to see who was there. So I sneak up on the campsite. There's these 2 Deathclaws sitting around the fire just chatting away. Idiot that I am, I let out a little cry of surprise, jumped up, and turned to run. Right into the arms of another Deathclaw standing right behind me. Anyway, I started to make a long story short. It took me a while to realize that I wasn't about to be put into a spit and barbecued. Then I was brought out here and interviewed by Gruther. Now I can live here if I want. That's interesting. What do you want to know? Why are you worried about needing a place of safety? Well, when you buy me in a squat, I broke my contract with my employer. I'm sure that I'll be hunted down and killed because of it. Seeing you here convinced me that I don't have to worry about that. Can only assume that my previous employer is no longer in the condition to be concerned with me or my whereabouts. Yeah, you're safe now, Dahlia. You don't need to worry about any retribution. Thanks, phone us a second. That really takes a load off my mind. You're welcome. What do you want to know? Can you leave anytime you want? Yeah, I've been told to... I'm free to go or stay. I'm staying for now. Okay, then. What do you want to know? Thanks, I'll talk to you later. So you do encounter Dahlia again. Okay, so I guess this... It's Myron, baby. gonna do something soon. Myron, why don't you hit on Dahlia? I think she already has a crush on me. What the hell is this? Where's Goris? See a robed figure. There is something unnatural about its stance, but you're not sure what it is exactly. It has 125 out of 125 HPs and is wielding a claw. Uh-oh. It's wielding a claw. Hello, I'm Goris. I don't recognize you. Are you new here? Yeah, I'm Phoenix II. I'm from outside the vault. It's a pleasure to meet you, Phoenix II. So you are an outsider. I've seen a few like you. Some are staying here in the vault, but you look different. You appear to be more seasoned, if you know what I mean. I bet you've been around a bit and accomplished things, am I right? I've had some adventures. Say, if you wouldn't mind answering some questions for me, I could tell you some of my adventures in return. It's a deal. I would love to hear anything you can tell me. What would you like to know? Are you a prisoner here? No, I can leave any time I like. I haven't done so because I don't want to travel alone. I'm pretty tough and can take care of myself, but I'd still be one person alone in the desert if anything happened. Too much of a wimp to go out on your own. I got it. You just have to do what I do and build a party. Just kidding, I'm going to say, I see. I don't like traveling alone either, so I can't blame you. What would you like to know? How long have you been here? A few months, actually. I came from the coast a while back. Well, you're pretty new here yourself. If you don't mind, I need to know more. You weren't along on that answer. Care to tell me more? What would you like to know? Can you tell me about the death claws here? Those aren't your average death claws, as I'm sure you've noticed. They've had their intelligence enhanced by some means not understood by them. It was done by a group of humans known as the Enclave. It seems the Enclave needed an army, and they chose Deathclaws because of their ferocity, physical prowess, and, well, you get the picture. Anyways, the thing lacking in Deathclaws was their intelligence. They need to be smart enough to understand complex command, but not so smart they'd be a threat to those in charge. So the Enclave started messing with a virus or some such thing and injected the Deathclaws with it. This virus was known to mutate humans into some sort of super beings, so the Enclave wanted to see what it would do to Deathclaws. Well, the result was a breed of Deathclaws so smart they could see they were destined for slavery, so they played dumb until they gained for their freedom. And now here they are. Sounds like the biggest crock of shit I've heard in my whole life. Just kidding. That's incredible. You seem very knowledgeable. Can I ask you more? What would you like to know? Do you know what happened to the people who used to live in this vault? Sigh. They were captured by the Enclave. Gruthar and the pack were forced to aid in their capture. They had no choice since they were slaves at the time. The fate of the humans weighed heavily on Gruthar's mind. He's never really forgiven himself for his complicity in the affair. The humans were taken alive, but who knows what has happened to them since. I knew the damn Deathclaws were responsible for somehow. Just kidding. They're forced into doing distasteful things by a situation that's outside their control. Gruthar should learn to forgive himself. What would you like to know? Do you have any information on this Enclave you spoke of? No, only what I've told you. Wait, there is one other thing. The Enclave showed an interest in ruins west of here. I don't know why, but that's about it. Or that's about it. Or every little bit of information helps, and I thank you for it. This happens to be a very important subject to me if you've let me down, was the other one. What do you know about the virus? I think it's called the FEV virus. The Enclave is, or was, doing extensive research on it, but I'm sorry, but I don't know anything more. You should be sorry, I was told you were a font of knowledge. There's lots of, like, just angry answers you can give them. That's okay. On to other things. Is like the, like, calm, neutral answer. It's weird. You mentioned you wanted to do some traveling. How about joining me? Do you think Deathclaws are a threat to humans? Well, the potential is there, especially when you take their new intelligence into account. However, I don't think that Gruthar and his pack pose a threat. They all seem to respect life and personal freedom above all else. I don't expect you to take my word on this. I would ask you to judge for yourself. There are others who live here whom you can ask your questions. Only a dumbass would fail to see the threat of potential of these Deathclaws. Thanks for the advice. I will ask around. Could I ask you a few more questions, though? What would you like to know? What are you doing here? I'm a student of sorts. I try to I'm trying to learn as much as I can about the world and the different cultures that have developed. Right now, I'm studying the culture of Deathclaws that are forming, comparing it to human development along similar lines. Acquired just about all the information I need here. It would help my research a great deal if I could do some traveling, however. I don't want to go it alone, if you know what I mean. Hey, so you're a scholar. That's quite an accomplishment in today's world. What would you like to know? What can you tell me about Gruthar? Gruthar is not the monster he appears to be. He genuinely cares for all of us here, and he's doing something that he can. Ins- he, he's doing everything he can to ensure our safety and survival. All of us trust him with our lives. I don't know what else to say about him. You would have to know him and judge him for yourself. I'll not make any snap decisions about him. He deserves better. What would you like to know? You mentioned you wanted to do some traveling. How about joining me? Phoenix, a second. You've got too many people with you right now. I'll wait till a position opens. Oh. But did you know I can do drugs? What would you like to know? Hey, I'm looking for a traveling companion. You up for it? Goris hesitates. He gets a feeling you are being carefully scrutinized. I would be honored to join you. Okay, now I just need to not accidentally ask anybody to leave the party. What would you like to know? Do I have enough space on me? I wanted to show you something. See a gray Dothclaw. It's Goris. In case you didn't were wondering and weren't sure what Goris was. The big disadvantage of Goris is he makes going into and out of combat like a little bit slower because you gotta wait for him to take off and put on his cloak. Okay, and now I can talk to the guy to get experience in order to complete the quest he gave me. But first I want to explore the world more because, why do I have 10 intelligence? Oh, because I just took Mentats. I was gonna say, the only thing that gives me intelligence is, that I've used. Okay, so let's see if it's like, it's just too many people for your car. I mean, I guess, okay, Marcus sits in the front seat, or Goris sits in the front seat with me. And then, Myron can just squeeze in between.
Chosen, do you hear me? The village dies. All of our futures die too. We have little left in both time and essence. Hurry.
Well, luckily I have a car, so I can just drive across the wasteland. But I forgot something really important. Chosen. Okay, let's zippity doo da over here. Over here. Got a half tank of gas and what the aliens? Oh my god, these are actually like one of the scariest enemies in this game. Oh god, I hate these things. I hate them so much. Eastbound and down, load it up and truck it. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. Okay, burst cost 4. I have 7. I won't be able to do a single fire anyway. Oh my god, I hit it for 1 damage! We are so boned. Oh my god. Okay, I guess I'm just the one who's not effective. Everybody, give me all of the cash, and I'll secure our escape route. Thanks, Myron. Oh, I forgot. I have to use certain weapons. That one only hit it for 20. It's better to give than to receive. How's Gora's doing for health? Oh, shoot. He's getting pretty low. If I do this, I'll have enough to do a single fire. No, I can't do it now. Gora's got killed. You need to be more of a coward, Goris. I'm glad I saved. At least. God, those aliens are like the hardest enemies in the game, though. No, there's absolutely no need to encounter a swarm of mantis. I've changed my route drastically. Some trappers fighting some geckos. Nope. Prospectors. Nope. Nothing. Nothing short of like... I don't even know.
Chosen, the shadow of darkness arrived before you.
You look bad. Let me help.
Too many seasons and too many wounds, Chosen. Instead, you must listen.
What's...
Dark souls came, and they took everyone.
Dark Souls? What do you mean? Like, the Dark Souls of games?
A rush of wind came. On it were great dragonflies that spat flame. Evil men crawled from the beasts' bellies and brought death to our warriors.
Vertibirds with missiles. Our warriors couldn't stop them?
The spirit was willing, but the spearheads were weak. The evil ones burned our warriors with the lights of hell.
Energy weapons. They killed everyone?
All were dead or taken. My spirit returned to flesh only to reveal the truth to the chosen.
What happened to the ones who were taken?
A strange mist stole their minds and sent them to the land of sleep. The evil ones walked among the dreamers, yet did not dream.
And
The
then?
beasts swallowed all, then took to the winds.
Which were the ones that they were
Did
going?
you never listen when I taught you the yearly dance of the wind spirits? South, of course.
Your descriptions were so vivid and powerful, Great Hakunin, that I was often stricken senseless for the duration of your lessons.
Yes, they traveled the wind south. I overheard the Dark Soul speaking. They plan to rest their beasts at a place named Navarro before crossing the great basin of our Earth Mother's tears.
What shall I do?
For me, nothing. Chosen, you must seek the fold of the Dark Ones and rescue our people.
Be our salvation.
That's what he looks like. I will
you
try.
are the chosen. You must do.
Hakkinen? Oh, god damn it. There's no more